I hate the term daddy ball, and I understand where it came from, but it's turned into this catch-all that whiny parents use to complain about anything they don't like about a coach. Daddy ball does exist. There are parent coaches who give their kids special treatments or opportunities. But the truth is, most parent coaches are actually harder on their kids because they don't want to appear they're showing favoritism. So today, we're actually talking to a mom and her daughter, who is also her player, about the other side of daddy ball. So I want to start big picture. We're going to jump in the deep end from the get go. Julie, what's the
Yes,
hardest part of coaching your own kid? And you've done it since Audrey was younger. So you've done her even from
right.
the club all the way to high
Yeah.
school. So what's been the hardest part of that?
So I think it changes obviously as they get older, right? I mean, coaching an 8-year old is different than coaching a 17-year old, right? I mean, because naturally you parent differently, you coach differently. So different things affect. But inevitably, I think over time, the two biggest things, and they probably are pretty close that I can't separate them, is the blurred lines between parent and coach, which is, obviously you have dual roles, right? It's confusion for your child. Maybe they don't know when you're talking to them as a parent or when you're talking to them as a coach. There's no definitive line in the sand that you could ever draw. I don't know any coach parent that could ever do that, and make it very firm and definitive. It's always going to be blurred. And then also, this weaves right into that. There's a high emotional investment, right? Because that's your child, and you deeply are emotionally want the best for them. You want them to succeed, but then at the same time, you have to be objective and you have to do your job as a coach, especially as they get older. And there might not everything's going to go their way, right? And you have to still be able to pull back and evaluate them from that perspective. So I think it's those two things are probably hand in hand the hardest for sure.